So like if I fall, I'm like going straight into water.
And it's 5 o'clock and the bird is still in the rafters. I've got so many memories of so many different shoots, so many different people that we've worked with. There are always the few that I remember very vividly and that stick out in my mind. One of those would be is my biggest shoot that I'd ever done at the time. I was nervous. I had a lot that I had to get done, so I knew I needed help. But this was early in my career, so I didn't know who to call. So I was talking to Glenn, my dad. I asked him, I was like, who do we know in video that can come help me? He said, why don't you call Logan? And I was like, Logan? Logan Fincher? Like the musician?
I was into music. Somewhere along the way, I got into photography. She got into film. She calls me for a shoot. She needs some help, and it's for a music video. At this point, I've done a little bit of video work, but like photography is my main thing for sure. Like I know how to press record, and I know how to get like exposure settings, but besides that, it's a whole new world.
In my mind, at the time, everybody knew how to do video. So Logan gets there, and we're ready to film at this quarry. It's beautiful. There's rock, there's a waterfall, and there's lots and lots of water. We're getting ready to film. I just throw him into the fire, not really knowing his skill set. I assumed it was similar to mine. We want to get this final shot of the day where the artist is falling off of this huge rock, like the main rock for this quarry.
She needs me to like climb down this ledge and get into this really like tight spot on the edge of what's sort of a cliff. So like if I fall, I'm like going straight into water in it with a camera, which is not a good combination. So I'm slightly nervous and get on this little ledge, like a pretty dangerous situation. If I fall off, it would be pretty bad.
We get the shot, he nails it. Actually, his angle ended up being my favorite angle out of all the ones that we had taken. Unfortunately, it didn't make the final cut after rounds of revisions, but that was when I knew Logan was always ready for any challenge. A part of that same music video, there were a lot of scenes in that video. One of them was inside of a church. And this church has like a warehouse sort of look inside of it. Good friends of ours who were worship leaders at that church let us use it for the day. And they were so gracious, giving us the entire space. So we're filming a lot of different things in this one area. We're filming a string quartet. We're filming the artist just singing solo. We're filming these doves in the church. And I hired this company to bring out these doves. I talked to the woman ahead of time. The doves are supposed to be trained to come right back to you so that we could do multiple takes, because anytime you're working with animals, you need a lot of takes because they're just so unpredictable. It comes time to film these doves. We release them. We don't really know how to shoot them because we don't know what they're gonna do. We release these doves inside. They go up into the rafters, probably about 30 feet in the air. I tell the woman, I'm like, okay, cool, we're ready for the next scene. So the bird's name was Pearl, and the woman starts calling for Pearl to come back down. And I thought, maybe this takes just a couple of minutes to get it back. Well, 10 minutes goes by, 15 minutes goes by, 20, 30 minutes goes by, and I'm thinking, okay, maybe we just need to break for lunch and she can get the bird down and we'll do this again. Nothing's working with the bird. So we keep filming other scenes throughout the day as the bird is still in the rafters of this church. Then the day sort of wraps up. Everyone goes home. It was a lot smaller of a crew than the crews that I have today. And it's just me and this lady that owns these birds. So we were supposed to give the keys back to the church at around 5 o'clock. And it's 5 o'clock and the bird is still in the rafters and we can't leave it there. Luckily, our friends were super kind and understanding about it. And they said, don't worry about it. We're gonna go and we're gonna get dinner and we'll come back. And I'm sure by then you'll have it all figured out. Nothing is working to get this bird. So after hours and hours of trying, the people from the church get back and nothing has happened. It's late in the evening at this point. After sitting with them for probably an hour, out of nowhere, this bird just flies down to the ground for the first time all day. And we'd had the double doors that lead outside open, and it literally just walks out of the double doors. So to this day, anytime I see a dove, it brings back all of those memories.
I want you to go. I want you to fly away like a little dove would.